Hey everyone, Xman490 here, and welcome back to Vlogging Time. It's been a month, but I figured I'd do this. Um, so I'm going to be talking about games I've been playing over the winter break and this past week where I've actually had school, but there's a couple games that I've been playing, in the past week. I guess just Skyrim, mostly. Yeah, like I've been playing Skyrim, looks great. Pretty much the best game I've ever seen. Um, yeah, and plays all right too, though it does get kind of difficult at times. But fortunately, there are some ways to circumvent the difficulty, like bringing a partner or maybe a horse. But then again, like I went up against like a giant once, and the horse would not help. And then I went against a dragon, and the horse did not help again. It's like, oh well, not like in Zero Punctuation, where he's like, where Yahtzee said, oh, if you have a horse, get a horse because anything in the vicinity that means you harm, the horse will not stop until it's dead. Yeah, I'm playing Skyrim on PC, of course. There's also I've been also playing PS4. Um, I guess okay, so Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. Pretty fun, even though it's like mainly multiplayer only and mostly PvP. I haven't really gotten into Garden Ops, so yeah. Um, it's pretty fun actually. It's more fun than Team Fortress 2 in a way because it's not like you get steamrolled by the other team. It's like, okay, you like you spawn over this way, maybe your team can regroup and you can figure something out, with the enemy team. I mean, I've lost like several matches, but hey, whatever. I've been having a good time with it. It is 60 frames per second, or 60 FPS, so it's good. Um, Also on PS4, The Last of Us remastered. That's also 60 FPS. Um, and I've played until you find Ellie. Yeah, not very much, but whatever. Um, I also been playing on PS4 Grand Theft Auto 5. Um, I played through most of the story, but when like eventually got to like Trevor flying a plane and you had to land the plane, and the game didn't even tell me to land it properly to use landing gear with like some kind of button. It didn't even tell me to use landing gear, let alone a button prompt. So I'm like, screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't like the characters, I don't even like. I didn't even like Trevor anymore. He had like some weird thing, like kidnapping some I don't know, gangster's wife or something, and like is so weird, like not in a good way even. And there was also like the torture scene where he's like, oh well, I don't like torture either, but I gotta do this. This is the third time I'm recording this, so hopefully it works. But my throat's starting to hurt. Um, but yeah, I don't like the story of GTA 5. The characters just got stale and they got bad too. And like Michael is just complaining, "Oh, I'm tired of this shit." And Franklin's like, "Why don't you two stop arguing?" Shit. Franklin, that is. Also on PS4, games from PlayStation Plus. Um, from December, there was Injustice: Gods Among Us and Secret Ponchos. Injustice, I do not like. Somehow, for some reason, like I try these button combos to do attacks, and they just don't work. I'm not liking it. Sure, it looks good, but forget it. I don't like it. There's also, yeah, but with Secret Ponchos, PlayStation Plus game from December, the other one that is, I do like it. It's pretty fun. Twin stick shooter, 2v2 for the most part, I guess. Pretty good, pretty intense when it's like, you got your gun out ready to shoot, and sometimes you gotta dodge out of the way. And it's pretty fun. It's not really complicated though. From January, PlayStation Plus, there's The Swapper, and another indie game, but another good game. It's like sort of the setting of Metroid, I guess, but the gameplay of Limbo and the whole swapping thing, like you make clones with some sort of device, pretty good. I get it's pretty good puzzler sort of thing. There's also from January Infamous First Light, the prequel to Second Son, which now that I think about it, it should be called like First Sister or something like that, but whatever. Um, but yeah, it was as I mentioned, like First Sister because the main character Fetch in the story is really concerned about her brother, and it goes from there, and it's a pretty good story, a really satisfying ending too, and the game itself is a lot of fun. A whole lot of powers to use, even though the game is kind of short. I think I beat it in a week, and I've the only things I have left to do are the missions, like uh, the the challenge missions, like in the prison, But yeah, I had a good time with it, even though it is 30 FPS, such as the same as GTA. But still, it's a fun game. So yeah. Um, so that's it for the PS4, and now with the Wii U, I got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Pretty good. I beat it in a week, and I completed almost all of it except for the very last level and the time trials. So, but I still had a good time with it. Was it worth my money? But it was worth my time. So that's pretty much the main thing that matters. Now, as for PC games, over the winter sale, I got the Saints Row 4 DLC, like all of it for $250, really good deal. And also got South Park: The Stick of Truth for I think $13.40. Not bad. The South Park game I beat in 11 hours. Pretty fun. Um, and a lot like the humor is really sort of the whole gamut of the South Park humor. There's still like there's a satire that they've been getting into recently, and irony like the cripple kid Jimmy who stutters a lot is the bard, so you have him singing a song and he stutters, so you have to help him. Yeah. Um, but it does also have and it also has like sort of plain references like, oh, look at you, Dragonborn, oh, Dovahkiin, come with us, you're making friends all the time, which is actually getting into the satire of it, because it's like, oh, look at all these RPG heroes, they're always getting friends all the time, that's what they do, pretty much. That's what all of them do. Um, but also the Stick of Truth also has a lot of gross out humor. Notably, like I'm not gonna spoil it, but in the second night, there's something. The character is covered, completely covered, head all over something really gross. Eh, is the first time a game just left me feeling violated. Um, but hey, that's that's an achievement, right? uh, Also on PC, I beat Shovel Knight, pretty good. I played the second season of Wolf Among Us, or second episode. Um, and as for the Saints Row 4 DLC, I played through the missions of it, and I think I also beat all the challenges. So now I've just got like the only things left are like upgrading all those DLC weapons and stuff. And I guess I'm, gonna be enjoying that, especially with the money DLC where, I can just, make my foes just drop tons of cash. Um, as for the DLC missions, the Dominatrix one I didn't really like because, it's like, oh, well, look at this. It's BDSM stuff. Ooh. Whatever. But as for the Christmas DLC, I did like it. Um, a lot of parodies of Christmas stuff, and it's also enjoyable, like the missions where you're riding the sleigh and dropping coal and presents down on the houses. And the story itself of the Christmas DLC was pretty good as well. It's like, oh, what's the meaning of Christmas? I don't know. We just like Christmas. Who doesn't like Christmas? Snow, Christmas trees, lights, things, presents. And I agree. And I guess that's it for the games I've been playing recently. Oh yeah, I've also been playing Persona 4 Golden. I got on the anniversary sale, a PlayStation anniversary sale. It's over here. You can sort of see it, the thing with the TVs, and it's all yellow, so whatever. So I guess that'll be it for this video. I'm actually really liking Persona 4. It's not very much gameplay though. I mean, I guess it's getting into it, gathering up a pace. It used to be like, I don't know, is mostly like almost all story, but the story is pretty good so far. A lot of like, symbolism, or well, not symbolism, just like, you know like stuff about people's thought patterns and such. So I guess that'll be it for this video. Vlogging time. Goodbye.